rotation down.
Yeah, it looks really good. They play together a lot.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be seeing too much friendly fire from those two.
Yeah, I would be surprised.
The one good thing I do like about Samus, I have a little bit of experience teaming with the Samus myself. It's a little bit slower paced.
Okay, we're live getting people. PG-13, we're not going to sports PG-13.
Okay. So while Samus does have all those projectiles kind of flying everywhere if she's a little bit careless, at the same time she's a floatier, so kind of it shouldn't be as much like of a cluster race. You know?
Yeah.
Sometimes you get like the double spaces with Peach, and everyone gets all in together. And it's a mess, and somehow you take on 100 damage in a second. That usually doesn't happen with Samus.
We're into it here.
Ooh my God, KJH is taking on a lot of damage.
Surprisingly on Battlefield.
Always good for a starter. See, now right now they're just kind of feeling each other out a little bit. It's really important kind of these early rounds, like the first stocks, you really don't want to be like too caught together too much.
Yeah,
like put you up to a bad start.
It pays to be cautious. That was a good down air there.
As soon as blue team gets that lead, we've got. Do you know which one the Marth is?
The Marth is hot, I believe. I believe Sveet is this Fox.
Hot managed to tie it up, but we're back at. Looks like we're about to go to 6 stocks to 6 stocks.
Yeah, looking very even here.
Now, I want to know how they're going to be able to react to a lot of Samus' tricks a little bit. There's a lot of crouch cancel shenanigans that you have to watch out for. If you're not used to it, it can really mess you up.
I would be shocked if Sveet would get caught in too much. He's a very good player. I watched him play a lot. He was at Big House. I got to play around with him. That was a lot of fun. I would be very surprised to see him get caught in anything.
It's always good. It's always good to have the experience of Samus.
Yeah,
just that general player experience. Also, quickest down air I've ever seen. That sword didn't even come out.
Duck dying very quickly on these stocks, which is not a good look. I mean, they're keeping it very even, but usually Samus is such a heavy character. She can stock tank so easily.
Exactly. If your Samus is dying below 100, I say you're kind of off to a bad path.
Yeah, that's not where you want to be.
But one of the biggest things you can take advantage of with her as a teammate is her stock tanking.
Absolutely. So important for the Samus support role.
Oh my gosh, and they're not letting blue team lead right now.
This is...
as soon as they pull ahead, they're bringing it right back.
Almost dead even. Some good ledge play from Marth. I hate being on the ledges, Marth. It's so scary.
Yeah, Marth is another... he's a little bit of a tricky teams character. We don't see too many Marths in teams these days.
Yeah, it's real easy to hit your partner just all the time. So the spacing on Marth is something we're going to be looking for as a pivotal factor here.
Yeah, hopefully Sveet and Hot have their kind of feeling each other out down. It's really important to be able to like kind of gauge where your team is going to put their hitbox when they're going to do it.
Yeah, absolutely, and they're looking good so far. So
good up air back.
Yeah.
Oh, and KJH
going off the stage. Again,
definitely paid for it.
Not where you want to be. Yeah, good capitalization there from Hot to not give him a second chance to get back on. Patient edge guarding from Duck. That's what we like to see.
It's always
you see Duck patient edge guarding, you know he's in the right place.
You always want to see like nice patient edge guarding.
Absolutely.
Because not only if you mess up the edge guard and your opponent gets back to the stage, not only do you have to worry about them, you got to worry about the other guy coming towards you.
Yes, and if you get one of them, you have a brief 5-second window where you can do whatever you want. It's super nice. You really want to capitalize that and not give it up. But hey, that was a really close game.
But Duck KJH, expectedly, they take game 1.
Absolutely. We're looking good.
I think from 2 top 100 players, I'd like to see some more clean play. That was a little rough.
Yes, that was a little sloppy. I think they were feeling him out. I think they may have underestimated them a little bit.
Just a bit. I think, good on Sveet and Hot. They kept up really well.
Yeah, absolutely. That was great play from them.
Let's see where they're going to go. So, probably not going to be seeing Dreamland.
Yeah, probably not.
Not with the Marth on your team and fighting Samus. Which is FD, okay.
FD, all right.
I think maybe they want to try a little bit more 1v1s, maybe. It is like a little bit more space.
I would think that they would want to avoid the 1v1s. Because I would assume that Duck and KJH individually are better players.
Actually, I didn't say that right. I think maybe they just want a little bit more space, kind of set.
That I totally agree.
They just want to be able to kind of like a different dynamic.
I actually really like FD as Marth in teams because there's a lot more room for you just to swing around.
Exactly.
It's not so claustrophobic.
It's a little bit different on FD because whereas in like Battlefield or any other stage of platforms, you can kind of like pick top and bottom with your teammate, the highs and lows.
And it's just a big stage.
Yeah. Sveet or Martha's really nailing all these downers.
Yeah, these downers are looking crispy, but KJH responds in kind. Not letting his partner go out without some vengeance.
No. Ooh, letting that F smash.
And as Marth, F-smashing your partner and an enemy is not always bad. You usually want to pay attention to the percents very carefully, though, which is hard to do in teams. There's a lot going on the screen.
A lot going on. It's easy to lose track of things like your teammate's percent and the other person.
Yeah. Interesting that they keep this like close quarters on the edge of the stage.
I was gonna think that with an FD pick, we'd see a little bit more separation, or at least just like a little bit more, I don't know, space between. They're getting caught in these little clusters still.
But they might not want to separate.
No, again, you're right. Against KJH and two top one play like this, you don't necessarily want the 1v1 between both of them.
Absolutely, that's usually why you see it.
A little bit of just push the other guy out and run towards the other teammate to kind of help the 2v.
And not giving Samus a lot of space is good.
No, you don't want to give Samus space to run. She will absolutely use it.
Because if you let Samus play that support role, it's a dark look. It's a dark outlook there.
And that's another thing about teams. Samus has a lot more opportunities to get that charge shot.
Ooh, that was good of Hot. Going back into the Fox up air, or up B to get back on stage. Recoveries are so complicated in teams.
Ooh, good tech.
I love teams recoveries, man. They're so pretty.
They're always fun to watch.
Being able to help your partner is such an interesting thing about teams.
And it's one of those things you really gotta have a lot of faith in your teammate. You gotta
Absolutely.
Say, hey, I'm off the ledge. We gotta pull something out.
And now Marth's not too good at it, but Fox is pretty good. His up B is a great saving tool. I'm not too sure about Samus.
Ooh,
I feel like if you hit him with a bomb or something.
I like that screw tech a lot from the. It's a really good hitbox to like keep Samus protected, but it saves the Fox at the same time.
Yes,
it's kind of
absolutely.
It's not as risky of a saving move.
I always forget about Samus up B, and then it hits me out of shield, and I remember. I like that nobody's tunnel visioning. It looks like everyone's taking all the characters on screen into account all the time.
A lot of good spatial awareness from both teams.
Yeah, which is really what you want to see in these high-level teams matches.
Thankfully, we haven't seen any team kills yet.
Yes, no team kills, not a lot of SDs. It's looking good. This is just some good melee.
Got a little bit of the sandwich there.
Ooh. A quick side B under the Marth. A risky play for KJH, but it pays off.
Now, if you notice, the way KJH and Duck are really planning out their edge guards, they're having KJH take the lead. I kind of like that dynamic a little bit more. Kind of, if someone manages to get past KJH at all, yeah, we just saw the upward jump shot. It's a little bit, just because Fox is quicker, you want to have him on the front lines, kind of be able to react to whatever, throw out all of his hitboxes. Whereas if someone's going to get past KJH, they'll probably be stuck a little bit.
There was actually KJH and Duck trapped them on the ledge, and they kept swapping off who was on ledge. It was a very